All right, what's going on, guys? This is Alex from DJ Cut Entertainment, and today I'm gonna break down our wireless speaker setup that we use, and then also if you need to use an extra wireless kit with us, what that is going to look like. So usually when we have events or weddings, we're always gonna take this and have this as a backup or part of our setup. So what we have here is the Everse 8 by EV. This is a battery powered speaker. What we have here is we have the attached tray plate, which is on top here. So you can see this, it bolts here, and it has this Velcro setup here. So when you buy this as a kit by itself, I believe it's 80 bucks. It will come with this top plate, which you'll see why we need that here in a second. And then it will come with this wire here. And so what we can do is we can power a receiver pack from a wireless microphone on top. And then the battery is going to power everything here, which I'll get into here in a little bit and how we use this. So all the weddings that we do, we will always have this with us, and this is our wireless pack. So if you look at this, open this up, see everything that's in here. This should go out and come back exactly the same. So what we have here is we have our lapel pack, a cord to go from the body pack, which I'll show you in a second, into the mixer, 4-pin, and then this is a 1/4 inch, and this can go into the mixer. The mixers that we use are the Behringer XLR mixers, and so this will plug into the aux out. We will have the body pack, which we use the Shure QLXD, and then on here I have an extra lapel. If we need to use this one here, we're gonna go ahead and plug this in here, and then this will get plugged into the back of the mixer and then talk to the speaker. The kit will come with 2 microphones, so we'll have a QXD handheld here and a second one here. I color code it so then that way I can see it from far away which channel is on which, so that way if I color code my mixer, I know which one I'm going to be set up with. So as a backup, we'll also have a microphone holder just in case we need to put this onto a mic stand. Should always just go in the kit. We will have this here, so that way you can plug in the back of one of the boxes into the mixer if you need the 1/4 inch. Here we will have a battery pack. And so this here is just filled full of all kinds of different batteries that you can see here. So that way when you grab this kit, you know exactly what you have. So then we have the 3-foot XLRs, and this is what we're going to use to connect to the back of the speaker here. This kit will allow us to do 2 wireless speakers, and it's a really nice setup, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. And then also we have power adapters. So if we're not doing a wireless speaker and we just need to set this up for an extra microphone. So a lot of times we'll be doing a ceremony, they'll need a 3rd or a 4th microphone. So this is your power cable for that. I like to keep these nice and short and clean, so that way we can just plug it in, it looks clean on the table. And last but not least, then we'll have our microphones with our antennas on here. I keep the antennas on here, and that way you can put one right side up, right side down, and that way everything lays nice and smooth in the kit here. So this is everything that should be in the kit. When you take it out, bring it back, everything should be exactly the same. And then this is how it's gonna go back in the kit once you're done. All right, so if you're at an event and you need to use this as a microphone, what you're going to do is you're gonna get the power, connect the power in the back. Then you're going to grab this here. You're gonna plug in, let's say like channel 3, plug this in the back here. And then on the back here, we have mic and line. Depending on where we're using this as a microphone or as a wireless speaker, you're gonna wanna change that depending on the gain signal that you need, because this coming off on mic or on line is really, really hot. So I like to send a mic signal there when doing like a wireless speaker. So you can plug this in here, get this powered on, and then you can connect this here. And now you're either going to have a wireless lapel or a wireless handheld. And this is how you're gonna connect it if you need a 3rd microphone over here. So now I'm gonna show you how to do it if we are doing a wireless speaker. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take this here, we're gonna unvelcro this, Velcro this down. We're gonna take this here. I wanna go out of the aux. So what I need is I need the 1/4 inch. So I'm gonna grab this cord, go here, and then we're gonna go over here and plug this in. And now this will send signal from this to this speaker, and this is essentially like our mixer going out to the speaker. So when we're using it as a microphone, the box is gonna be directly connected to the mixer. As a wireless speaker, it's gonna be opposite. So we're reversing the signal. So this way we're sending from here to here to the mixer. Now the mixer is sending signal with this to this here. So you have to reverse the transmitter and receiver depending on which way you want to send the signal. So usually what I'll do is I'll actually start with this unplugged, and I will turn this on, because the easiest way to do this is to sync it here and then go plug it in. You're going to want to go ahead, power on the speaker. Then you're going to take this cord here, plug in the back of here. Then I like to take this, I have the Velcro on there, so that way it's nice and short. We're gonna plug this in the back here. And this is how we connect this whole setup here. So this one here, I like to stay in like group 1 for the most part. And then for these, I like to keep these in group 2 and 3, just so I don't cross these over or it happens to pick the same channel. So now what I'll do is I will take this, I'll go here, and we're gonna do menu, enter, and it's gonna find the best available signal, which is group 2, 47, and we're gonna go here and we're gonna push sync. And when it's good to go, it will say good. And then once we plug this in and give it signal, plug this in here, and then whatever we send out of that aux is gonna be plugged in here. Now, what's really good, I haven't tried it with 3 yet, but what's really cool is now that I have this sending to this speaker here, what I can also do is take this and put this on another wireless speaker, same thing. And as long as this channel matches this channel, and it can talk to this. So I can do 2 wireless speakers by just using one of these. Now, the only downfall about this setup is it has batteries. Now you can get an adapter in here, so that way you can hardwire this in here, plug it into the wall and use AC power. But for the most part, I just put a fresh set of batteries whenever I'm doing an event. And so this is how we have wireless speakers in different areas. And then once we get music going, I can literally take this as a speaker and move it wherever I want around the room. And now I have a wireless setup. Now me personally, I know a lot of people like running a microphone into here for a ceremony, and then this is their complete ceremony setup, but it really just does not give me the control that I need to EQing my setup. That's why I usually use a mixer like this. I know it's a lot more equipment, it's more cumbersome, it's a lot more to set up, but I want to have that control over the sound so I can EQ, add effects, do some dynamics, some compression, and making sure that I have a really good sound coming out of the speaker. Now, this speaker for me is not the best, but man, it does its job. It's great, it's convenient, and I think this is a really good solution if you're looking to do a wireless speaker at an event, or if you want to use this for a ceremony setup. So a lot of times I want to use a wireless speaker on the other side of my ceremony aisle, so that way I don't have a bunch of cords. It just looks really, really clean, and it does sound pretty decent. Battery life is really good. Usually I can do like 2-3 different events, running it for 6 hours, and I don't need to charge it. Has independent controls on the back, and so this is a really, really good setup when I'm using it with this mixer and this setup, and it is a really, really good solution. My name is Alex with DJ Cut Entertainment. If you have any other questions about this speaker, how we set everything up with the mixer, I just made a whole video on this mixer and how to set it up for DJs, and I go over everything on the mixer as it pertains to DJs. So it's a really, really good setup. If you guys have any other questions, don't hesitate to reach out. My name is Alex with DJ Cut Entertainment. Thank you.